worry! The only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Only projects, plans, play,
Games!
with Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Di abot ang data!
Defeat.
GG bro! Don't worry! The only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry! The only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Only projects, plans, play,
Games!
with Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Di abot ang data!
Defeat.
GG bro! Don't worry! The only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Sampung taon ka nagtrabaho sa ibang bansa, pero ngayon, ikaw na ang boss. Sineselebrate natin ang inyong retirement, at ngayon, ikaw na ang boss. New beginnings, new independence, dahil ngayon, ikaw na ang boss. Kung ready ka na maging boss, ready ka nang kasama ang Shawarma Shack. Daan-daang franchisees across the country ang tagumpay sa pagiging boss. Through the Shawarma Shack franchising system, step-by-step namin kayong tutulungan. That's why Shawarma Shack is now the biggest shawarma chain in the country. Gusto namin tagumpay ka. Gusto namin, ikaw na ang boss. Masaya ka bonding sa inyong tagumpay. Easy umulan!
Di mo tayo makakabenta!
Yes!
Don't worry! The only with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now!
We started ang family business talaga namin. Talaga sari-sari store ang negosyo namin. So sa sari-sari store namin, same building, meron kaming on the side na dress shop. Yan ang sabi ni Mama. Dress shop, hindi pa to sports. I mean, nagagawa lang kami, nagre-repair lang kami ng mga damit. From there, may pumunta sa kanyang friend or client na nagpagawa ng parang how many pieces of t-shirts. So from there, yung makina niya, kaya naman gawin yung shirt, doon na nag-start yung paggawa niya ng uniforms. Kung paano yung sinimulan ni Mama, siguro yun pa rin naman yung nararamdaman namin. Pero in a different perspective na. Talagang pag nanood ngayon tayo ng TV, when we watch yung different sports, kunyari nanood tayo ng basketball, makikita natin yung PBA. Pag nanood tayo ng volleyball, makikita natin yung LGR. Iba na yung pakiramdam na yung brand is overall, nakikita na lahat.
Hindi aabot ang data! Nice!
Don't worry! Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Only projects, plans, play, games. With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Di abot ang data! GG bro! Don't worry! Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Taon ka nagtrabaho sa ibang bansa, pero ngayon, ikaw na ang boss. Sineselebrate natin ang inyong retirement, at ngayon, ikaw na ang boss. New beginnings, new independence, dahil ngayon, ikaw na ang boss. Kung ready ka na maging boss, ready ka nang kasama ang Shawarma Shack. Daan-daang franchisees across the country ang tagumpay sa pagiging boss. Through the Shawarma Shack franchising system, step-by-step namin kayong tutulungan. That's why Shawarma Shack is now the biggest shawarma chain in the country. Gusto namin tagumpay ka. Gusto namin, ikaw na ang boss. Masaya ka bonding sa inyong tagumpay.
And the visiting team showed what they can bring to the table while the upstart squad is looking to erase its frustrations lost yesterday. Will one team get their second victory or will see a tie in the team standings? Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome again to another Saturday filled of basketball action here in the Pinoyliga Global Invitational Cup Series. My name is Kiko Malikdem along with Coach Russell Raipon, and later makakasama natin si Aliyah Fideliaga for some updates sa sideline. So Coach, good evening.
Good
Welcome
evening.
back.
It's good to be back. Good to be back.
And of course, what can we expect for this game between the Tokai University Seagulls and the JRU Heavy Bombers?
You know, I think that this is going to be a very interesting game. I think it's going to be an entertaining game because the styles match so well. They're both guard-oriented. They play a nice chemistry game within each other, and so it is a matter of who's able to impact and influence the game first, and to build momentum throughout the game.
Yes, definitely. And of course, we're talking about the first game for today in the Global Invitational Cup Series, and that is the Tokai University Seagulls and the JRU Heavy Bombers. And both teams have contrasting results in their first game in this series. And of course, what we can see right now is the match at hand, an exciting one. And that is between the two squads. It's second win or redeem. Why second win or redeem, Coach Russell?
Well, Tokai did their part in their opening game, and they got a victory versus Adamson. You were looking at a JRU team that just squeaked out at the very last second, 1 point loss. So now they're trying to get their groove back and see if they can overcome some obstacles against the Seagulls.
As we take a look at the previous game of the Tokai University Seagulls, they won over Adamson 75-66. What was the biggest factor in the win of the Tokai University?
I really think it was a style of play. If you look at the stats, you're looking at this team delivering 17 assists. The ball was moving. There was player movement. It was a really pretty brand of basketball. And you look at that as compared to 7 turnovers.
Wow.
I think they really did a good job of controlling the ball, therefore controlling the pace of the game.
Yes, definitely. And of course, for Tokai University Seagulls, there are some key players. Who are the players to watch out for?
The one guy for me that really stood out is number 10, Rooney. He is their primary ball handler.
Oh, yeah.
And he did a great job of staying poised, staying under control. He's the one that triggers the offense. So I think for them to be able to be successful, Rooney has to have another solid game.
Yes, and of course, their top scorer was Rui Todoruki with 12 points and 4 rebounds, and Sota Yokoyama with 9 points and 3 rebounds. Those 3 players that we have mentioned are the players to watch out for in this game. Now, for the keys to winning, Coach, what should Tokai do to win this game?
Well, I think they have to continue their brand of basketball. Player movement, ball movement, get the defense chasing. That's how you confuse and use deception to get good shots. They did a great job triggering their break by getting not only defensive rebounds, but continuing possessions with offensive rebounds. So they have to continue that as well. And if they can, as much as possible, crowd the paint to not allow paint touches by the great guards of JRU.
Yes, definitely, because we all know that the tendency of the JRU is to go to the middle, slash to the paint. And of course, one way to defeat JRU is to crowd the middle.
They do a great job of creating gaps so they can drive, cuts, so they can get the ball inside the paint. So I figure JRU is going to rely heavily on that in order to generate the kind of shots for their shot. You have a lot of shot makers on that squad.
Now let's go to the other side of the fence, and that is the JRU Heavy Bombers. They lost, like what Coach Russell told us earlier. They lost by 1 point. What was the biggest factor in their loss against UST?
When you look at what UST was able to do, they were able to dictate the boards.
Yes.
When you look at when you look at the stats here, UST has a +8 advantage in the rebound department. For a team that's constantly trying to figure out how to get possessions and get scoring opportunities, you have to be able to control the boards.
And of course, for the players to watch out for this squad of JRU, who are the main players that we should be excited about?
The one kid that really impressed me yesterday was Sean Salvador.
Yes.
I don't know if he started the game, but I know that whenever he was inserted, he was a legitimate threat from the outside, and that is something that's going to be needed so they can stretch the defense and then attack.
And of course, what are the things that JRU2 should do for them to be able to bounce back and redeem themselves?
Well, they had a yeoman's, job yesterday trying to control the boards with Collins Okoye.
Wow, yeah.
So they're going to have to try to duplicate that and do better in terms of getting offensive and defensive rebounds. And they're going to have to share the rock. They had 20 assists last game.
Yes.
They're going to have to continue that, get the ball moving, get guys open shots, uncontested shots.
Definitely. I agree with that, Coach Russell. Now let's go to Aliyah Fideliaga for some updates from the sidelines. Aliyah, what are the things that you heard about for both squads?
Tokai University is looking to continue dominating the tournament after a strong start. Meanwhile, JRU aims to bounce back and show us what they're made of after a tough loss. Sistema ang magiging labanan ngayong araw, so let's see how that will play out for both teams. Back to you, Kiko and Coach Russell.
Thank you so much, Aliyah. Coach Russell, who do you think will win?
I'm 1 for 0. I chose the right team yesterday. I think at this point, I think JRU has a chip on their shoulder. I'm going to go JRU this time.
Wow, tough choice.
Yeah.
But of course, I'll be choosing Tokai because they have the momentum going here. But let's see who will win. Now let's go to our venue announcer, Richard Tampos, for the introduction of the starting 5.
A warm and pleasant evening. Welcome to the 2026 Pinoyliga Global Invitational Cup, presented by Shawarma Shack, here at ENDERUN Gym, live on our YouTube channel, Pinoyliga Cup, and pusubi.com, here at ENDERUN Gym. Let's meet the players. First, the Tokai University Seagulls. Number 1, Hiroto Watanabe. 2, Rui Todoroki. 4, Chidima Nakagawa. 7, Kaiji Asahi. 9, Haru Egawa. 10, Kei Rooney. 12, Shori Togairi. 13, Shinobu Miyazaki. 17, Sota Yokoyama. 20, Tatsuro Kambe. 21, Ryusuke Yamagishi. 22, Kyoi Ota. 24, Takuro Osaki. 25, Mbaye Mustafa. 31, Akito Morino. 60, Yu Sato. And number 77, Shunya Naomi. Ladies and gentlemen, Tokai University Seagulls. Here are the JRU Heavy Bombers. Number 1, Sean Salvador. 2, Jason Castillo. 3, Noel Aguimeñi. 4, Jay Garupil. 5, Yuri Duque. 7, Kian Katapang. 10, Lawrence Mangubat. 11, Lance Masiglat. 12, Alistair Casinillo. 20, RJ Pantaleon. 22, Ringold Mejia. 24, Brix Reyno. 27, Ivan Parapanaan. 29, Jalen Garcia. 31, Jer David Takuboy. 38, Jamir Eligado. 44, Sanlea Peñaverde. 72, Chris Subilia. 88, Harry Herrera. And number 94, Justin Lozano. The JRU Heavy Bombers. Coaches, please join. Gather at the center court for the sportsmanship handshake, and they'll be exchanging tokens. Please stay at the center court for the photo op. It's time to meet the starting 5. First, the Tokai University Seagulls.
And ladies and gentlemen, here are the starters for both squads. As you can see on the screen right now, Asahi, Rooney, Yamagishi, Nakagawa, and Mustafa for the Seagulls. While for the Heavy Bombers, you have Garupil, Mangubat, Lozano, Panapanaan, and Masiglat. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you notice for the starters for both squads?
Well, when I look at JRU, I want to say that they started a different lineup yesterday. So, I think JRU is using this opportunity in the spirit of what it represents. This is a time to experiment with your lineups, to give guys different opportunities to showcase what they can do. I know for sure that Magubat, he definitely was a standout player yesterday. along with Hubila. So, these guys are coming in, playing well. And then, these other players here, Lozano included, they're proven commodities for the coaching staff of the Heavy Bombers. So, I think it's going to be two groups that are well-versed with each other. Now they're going to have to get to know the other team, and now we're going to see, how that all plays out.
The hands are full for the JRU Heavy Bombers as Tokai University Seagulls were one of the top teams in Japan, as last season they were part of the Final Four. And prior to that, in 2023 and 2024, they were the first runner-up. And of course, 2022, they were the champion in Japanese University. That's why you will be able to see that how organized and deep this team is.
Interestingly enough, when I was doing the broadcast yesterday, I mentioned that when you look at the Tokai University bench, all their bags are lined up, very neatly. They have a very crisp routine in the pregame. Everyone has a role. Everyone knows what to do. So, that just speaks to the level of experience and organization that they have.
And meanwhile, a three-point shot by Garupil opens the scoring for this game as JRU has that lead. And meanwhile, let's see, they're going to Mustafa early on. However, a great defense there by JRU as they have recognized the advantage of the Tokai University Seagulls that they have Mustafa inside. And now there are 8 seconds to shoot as they are going for the early basket here. Let's see. Here comes Nakagawa. Oh, inside. It's good for Chidima Nakagawa.
There was great ball movement there, which allowed a gap to be created right in that slot, that middle third of the floor. So number 4s did a great job of recognizing that and then attacking the basket and then getting an and one. Now it gets to get to the line and see the ball go in.
Let's see if Nakagawa will complete the three-point play opportunity, which they did, as Nakagawa has 3 points. And actually, they tied the game. And they were able to, stand side by side right now with JRU. Let's see, how will JRU do in this possession? Mangubat, he was the top scorer last time around, is being guarded right now by Asahi. Oh, what a layup there for Mangubat.
Definitely JRU has the ability, with their highly skilled guards to make plays off the dribble. Can you do that consistently for the entire game? That's the question that will be answered tonight.
And meanwhile, here comes number 10, that is Rooney. Rooney, he drives. He was able to pass the ball, and now here comes Yamagishi for the three.
Beautiful ball movement, leading to an open jumper on the perimeter.
And right now, let's go to Aliyah Fideliaga for some updates from the sidelines. Aliyah? Thank you so much. As we see a scramble for the ball, JRU had their chances for this offensive play. However, great defense by the Seagulls. Here comes Rooney. Rooney, he passes it. Number 7, that's Asai for the three. No good. He misses that one. And there is a holding foul on number 10, Mangubat. He was caught holding on to one of the players from Tokai.
Now, in that previous possession, you saw there that JRU was able to get multiple offensive rebounds. That was the one thing that Tokai was able to take away from Addison yesterday, is that second chance scoring opportunity. So let's see if that plays out here as well with regards to Tokai's ability to be able to control the game on the boards.
Meanwhile, Rooney missing that one. Masiglat with a board. 7 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Mangubat wants that leather. Is being guarded right now by Rooney. Masiglat against Mustafa. Yes, his hands full, but what a pass to Mangubat.
JRU, very nice, offensive, concepts, playing inside out, cutting off the ball. Those are great ways to score.
Meanwhile, Rooney signaling a play. QB1 for the Tokai University. Asahi has the ball. He gets it to number 7. Oh, a 3-point shot for number 4, Nakagawa. So far, it's Nakagawa and Yamagishi doing the scoring for the Seagulls.
That was textbook catch and shoot. That ball did not stay in his hands very long.
Meanwhile, Masigla tries to score but lost the ball. Here comes Rooney. Back to number 4, Nakagawa. Back-to-back 3 for Nakagawa.
Yeah, these Japanese players and teams put a premium on outside shooting. So JRU will have to figure out a way to make sure they're able to close out and contest these shots.
The strong point of the Seagulls have come from the outside shooting, while the weak point, which is the weak point for JRU.
Well, it's like when you're looking at the types of three-pointers they're getting, they're wide open, uncontested. It's not like there's a JRU defender in sight. JRU will have to find a way to fix that, at least to give some resistance to the Tokai University Seagulls.
And a basket by Kaiji Asahi gives the Tokai University a 7-point lead and results to a timeout called by the JRU Heavy Bombers as we take a look at that basket once again by Kaiji Asahi. We'll be back.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry, the only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Only projects, plans, play, games. With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Kiko Malikdam along with Coach Russell Raipon and Aliyah Fideliaga, and we are live here in the ENDERUN Gymnasium for the first game of the Pinoyliga Global Invitational Series here. And of course, earlier, the Next Man Cup result, we saw EAC Generals getting that win over LPU Pirates. Right now, we are in the Pinoyliga Global Invitational Cup Series featuring 4 teams, including our guest team from Japan, one of the top collegiate teams, which is the Tokai University Seagulls. 14-7 is the score, 5:22 remaining. JRU has the possession. And right now, they're trying to find a way to counterattack. As we take a look at that steal. Oh, a basket is scored by Todoroki.
Pressure bust pipes, Kiko, and if you're going to put pressure on a ball handler, they have to be prepared to handle it and create good plays.
As we see Mobilia scoring on that one. Coach Nani immediately deployed Mobilia after consecutive baskets by the Tokai University.
Well, you have to look at coaches making adjustments. He also brought in Salvador, basically an entirely new lineup, including Jalen Garcia, number 29. So he has to find a way to jumpstart both the defensive execution and getting good shots on the offensive end.
14 seconds to shoot, 4:42 remaining. Todoroki will do the inbound. Let's see what will be the offense here. A missed shot by Togairi. And now Mobilia has the leather. He's bringing down the ball. He gets it up. Otoduke almost lost that one. Oh, what an escape act. Oh, and there is a foul called on Yokoyama, Sota Yokoyama. That is his first personal foul. As 7-point lead right now is enjoyed by the Seagulls, as the Heavy Bombers will try to catch up against the Seagulls. What should JRU do, as apparently they were caught off guard by the strong start by the Seagulls?
I think that the way that Tokai was scoring, it was mostly uncontested shots or easy shots that they just had to walk in, catch, and shoot. If they force Tokai to be able to have to run the clock down and play against pressure, then you could climb back into this game one stop at a time.
So let's see if JRU will be able to do that as they find themselves down by 5. Todoroki has it, the leading scorer for yesterday's game. And now the ball is with Sato. However, a steal there. On the run is Garcia. Jalen loses that one. And the ball will go to Tokai University as we take a look at that defensive play of the game brought to you by Buffalo's Wings and Things. Rui Todoroki with that steal and layup. Meanwhile, on the other end, fast break, basketball action, and foul will be called on JRU as Sota Yokoyama will now go to the line for 2 freebies.
That's sort of tough when you look at that possession, that just played out on a dead ball baseline out of bounds. It looked like a fast break. JRU was unable to control the ball going up the floor. The possession before, JRU did a great job getting a stop. They have to find more opportunities for them to get the ball out of Tokai's hands, control the pace, and then hopefully get the ball pitched ahead so they don't have to play against their defense.
And right now, free throw is made by Yokoyama. It's 17-11, 6-point lead. Duque gets it to Salvador. Salvador, and now Ubilia has it. Back to Salvador. He can hit it from there, but Salvador opts to drive. He misses that shot. Rebound, Todoroki. Oh, what a pass! What a layup, and what a basket for Sato.
You just gotta love the fact that the first thing they do when they get the ball is they look up the floor. They don't put the ball on the floor. It's very efficient basketball, and when it works, it looks very pretty.
Yeah. And now Duque, he drives. He passes it to Salvador, and now it's with Ubilia. Ubilia drives, his strong point. Ubilia couldn't make that basket. Duque has it. They have 13 seconds on the shot clock. Salvador with the basketball is being guarded by Todoroki. Let's see. Pick given by Ubilia. Salvador. 3-point shot for Duque and an and one. Oh my goodness. A 4-point play opportunity there as Garcia was able to hit that 3, and now we'll get a 4-point play opportunity, and the foul will be called on Togeiri.
Well, you look at Jalen, you shouldn't be surprised that guy, is scoring. He's a scoring machine, a walking bucket. JRU is JRU is very fortunate that Jalen decided to transfer there from ENDERUN. He's a great addition to their squad.
And another look or another headache for opponents if you see Jalen Garcia in your team right now, because aside from Salvador, you have Ubilia, Mangubat, a lot of options.
Yes, and when you look at the team that's on the floor right now for JRU, it's probably their best defensive group. So because if you notice the possession before, they're able to put some pressure on the ball. So we just have to see if they'll be able to continue that as we close out the first quarter.
2 minutes and 9 seconds. Ubilia being guarded right now. Oh, there's a push on Sato. And Sato has to be very careful as we take a look at the play of the game brought to you by Smart. What a pass, and by Lance Masiglat to Lawrence Mangubat, producing that play of the game brought to you by Smart. As Salvador will do the inbound. And Todoroki was telling the referee that he didn't touch the ball. But right now, JRU has only 10 seconds to shoot, and they will have to score all the way from the backcourt.
Talk about making it hard for yourself, Kiko.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can pull this off.
Let's see, as we see Ubilia. Oh, a steal by Todoroki. You don't do that to Todoroki. Todoroki, layup, it's good.
Again, that ball pressure is proving to be a problem for JRU. and you're looking at a situation maybe where they're forcing the drives when the gaps aren't there.
You know, this Todoroki, this Rui Todoroki, he has a lot of experience. He has already played 13 B-League games in Japan as a special designated college player.
Wow, you know that this goes to show you the value that he adds to a team. Not only having like experience against professional players, but being able to be a change agent, a difference maker on the defensive end.
Yes, definitely. As Ubilia loses that one, here comes Tokai on the run. They leave someone free for the three, but Tokai decided not to take that shot. They will set it up as number 24, that's Osaki. And there's the pass. Here comes Togeiri. Oh! And there is a push there, ladies and gentlemen, as we are seeing some substitution for JRU, Lozano, Mangubat, and Masiglat entering the game, replacing Duque, Panapanaan, and Salvador is going back to the bench, being replaced by Herrera. So it's almost a platoon substitution for JRU. Is that a good thing?
You know, right now it's early in the game. You're looking for combinations that are going to work. So, you know, it's substituting 4 and 5 guys. You know, that can be a strategy that can help you figure out which guys are sort of tuned in and engaged in the game.
And meanwhile, Shori Togeiri, free throw is in the 15-foot line. 2 for 2 for Togeiri. More importantly, it's a 10-point lead. 1:07 remaining. As we see Harry Herrera doing the inbound full court press being employed by Tokai University. Here comes Mangubat. Oh, Mangubat almost lost that one. He's being guarded, hounded by Watanabe. And now this is Ota. Masiglat has it. Masiglat, he drives. 6 seconds to shoot. And there is a foul as JRU trying their best to chop on this 10-point lead by Tokai University.
You know, one of the things that I think about, especially when you're playing against Filipino teams that have, you know, very good and skilled guards, is can you defend on the ball without fouling? And if you're looking at what's happening now, the amount of pressure that the Tokai University guards are able to put on the ball handlers, they're doing exactly that. They're defending without fouling. And one thing, too, Tokai is switching everything.
Yes.
So they have versatile defenders that can guard all positions.
And what I like about Tokai is that, you know, the switching, it's fast.
Yes.
You know, they don't take time. They don't have a hard time switching players, but they have their movements and they adapt fast to the situation.
Well, for me, you got to figure that's something that they do in practice. That is a technique and a strategy that they're constantly working on. So give credit to the coaching staff, you know, to being able to employ a strategy like that. This helps your defense and helps you stay in front of the ball, and so you don't have to rotate.
And right now, 7 seconds remaining. Let's see what the play will be for Tokai. A three-point shot, no good. And a miss after a hot start by Tokai University. JRU Heavy Bombers were able to come back. However, Tokai University Seagulls was able to get their second win in the first quarter. And after 10 minutes of basketball action, it's a 7-point lead for the Tokai University Seagulls over the JRU Heavy Bombers here in the Pinoyliga Global Invitational Cup Series presented by the Shawarma Shack.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. The Only with Smart Power All 99. Only na bitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Kiko Malikdem along with Coach Russell Raipon and Aliyah Fideliaga as we bring you this matchup in the Pinoyliga Global Invitational Cup Series. This is the Tokai University Seagulls and JRU Heavy Bombers. Now some information regarding the head coach of Tokai University. This is Takayuki Irino. Now, he's one of the new, he just coached Tokai University last year, 2025. Because since 2000, Tokai had the coach, the former national team captain, Akira Rikukawa, before Coach Irino replaced him. So this is a new system also for Tokai University.
It seems to be that, even with the coaching change, there is a standard of play that Tokai has, and they have a standard of excellence. So we're as Filipino basketball fans and stakeholders who want to see the game grow. It's great that Tokai is here and they're able to, share their game with us so we can learn.
Yes, and of course, as we see Jalen Garcia, good intentions for Jalen Garcia. However, Lance Masiglat was not expecting that pass.
Sometimes, for all the stuff you want to do in a game, sometimes your best idea isn't the one that your teammates are sharing. So you just got to shake it off, move on to the next play.
And that was a great pass there from Kambe to number 20, and that was a pass from number 24 Asaki to Kambe, and Kambe was fouled and will be going to the free throw line for 2 free throws. 25-18, 7-point lead for the Seagulls as Kambe makes his first point in the game.
Something to think about is this seems to be a one-sided deal where Tokai is at the line, at a great advantage to JRU. JRU is going to have to find a way to generate some fouls on the opposing team so they can get some easy shots at the basket.
But let's see, JRU, I believe, must. Oh, what a move there by Lozano! My goodness, fearless drive from Justin Lozano.
He must have heard me, because that's exactly what you want to do. If you want to draw a foul, attack the basket.
And that was the thing that we were saying during the pregame. Tokai must crowd the paint because JRU has a lot of slashers. But of course, once Tokai is able to crowd the paint, JRU must hit their outside shots.
This is a chess match. It's not checkers, right? So each coach and each staff, they're constantly observing, adjusting, countering. This is going to happen, the entire game. That's why basketball is so fun to watch.
And right now, Tokai on the offensive, a 3-point shot from Osaki, and it's now 13-19. Now let's listen to Aliyah Fideliaga for some updates. Aliyah, what's up? Thank you so much, Aliyah. And again, Justin Lozano, fearless drive. And Kambe appeared to be hurt. But that was, can we describe that drive by Lozano as a kamikaze drive?
All I know is that whatever Coach Nani said at the break, it looks like Lozano really took it to heart, and he's doing his part to create an advantage on the floor for his team. He's the only one that looks like has been successful at driving the gaps in the defense and trying to get trying to draw fouls.
As Lozano makes the first free throw, going for the second, 2 for 2, redeeming himself from his previous stint in the free throw line. And right now, full court press employed by JRU, but that was broken. Oh, what a move there! What a move! by Osaki, Takuro Osaki, as he was fouled on the way to the basket.
Man, it looked like he juked himself out of his own shoes.
7:54 remaining. Let's see. As Tatsuro Kambe or Takuro Ozaki making that first free throw. He has 4 points all in the second quarter. So let's see. Point guard for the Tokai University, 2-4-2. And we're saying about Takuro Ozaki, he's currently a senior, 24 years old, and playing point guard for the Tokai University.
When you look at the ebb and flow of this game, Kiko, you know, all the players that Tokai has inserted in their rotation, they have all been productive at some level. It might not necessarily be scoring, but it's defending, it's screening, it's rebounding. They're all, you know, they all look like they understand the role they have in the game. They're trying to fulfill that role as best as possible.
As there was a foul called on Takuro Ozaki, couldn't believe that call. And the JRU Heavy Bombers will try to recoup as Duque will do the inbound right now. He gets it to Mangubat. Back to Duque. 11 seconds to shoot. Duque. He looks for Mangubat. Mangubat. Swish!
That's what he does. They run that Iverson action to a flare screen, and he's shot ready on the catch. Beautiful shot.
Meanwhile, Tokai on the offensive. Yokoyama, he gets it to Osaki. Osaki. Back to Asahi. Drives. Wow. Fearless drive for the young man. 4 points under his belt.
That's what ball movement will do for you. It'll open up gaps. It's like the parting of the Red Sea down there.
Oh, yes, definitely. I like that description. 34-24. 7 minutes remaining. Mangubat gets it to Obilia. Obilia has been silent so far. Grounded by the defense of Tokai. But let's see if he will come alive here. Here comes JRU Mangubat. Oh, what a move. Mangubat, fade away. No good. Rebound by number 22, or Ota.
I just don't think, Kiko, that they can find Chris Obilia. I mean, they're just not getting him the ball. I don't know if it's out of design or out of negligence. They just can't get him the ball. The defense is just so good on the side of Tokai.
And right now, here comes Osaki. Gets it to Ota. Back to Osaki. Osaki, 1 second to shoot. No good. And defense is getting tighter for both squads as Obilia and Yokoyama getting at it. So you take a look there. A double foul is called. And right now, it appears that JRU is trying to play physical.
Well, you know, if historically, Kiko, if you look at the way the Filipinos play, their default when things are going bad is to become physical. But we'll have to see if it works. I mean, if you look at it this way, this is not. I don't believe this is a starting lineup of Tokai, but they've extended the lead, or they kept it at double digits. Yes. So something's working for them. And whatever they're doing has JRU, unbalanced, right? Yes. They're not able to get any strong footing and get any rhythm in the game.
That's why you see a lot of substitution.
Yes,
JRU.
probably. Yes, probably.
So Jay Garupel is in the 15-foot line right now for the shot. First free throw is good. Tokai University is already in the penalty while JRU has only 3 team fouls. 6:02 remaining. And Garupel wants his teammates to go back and defend as he is confident he will make this one, but he missed. I jinxed it. So.
I don't think Coach Nani's going to be very happy about that.
Yes, definitely. And then right now, Osaki has the leather, looking for a teammate. Pick will be given by Yokoyama, but decides not to use that pick. Yokoyama gets it to Asahi. Asahi! Wow!
Well, JRU switched to his own defense for that possession, and the difficulty and challenge with that is there might be a shooter open, and he was wide open in the corner, and he got that shot off quickly once he got the ball.
Probably they got they were caught off guard by Asai, as Asai was able to hit that three.
Yes.
And right now on the run. Uh-oh! Swish! Oh my goodness! It's raining threes, coach.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably a monsoon coming or a typhoon coming of threes.
And right now, ladies and gentlemen, 3 3-pointers for Tokai University Seagulls in this quarter alone. And that gives them a 15-point lead with 5:16 remaining in the second quarter. We'll be back here in the Pinoyliga Global Invitationals Cup Series presented by the Shawarma Shack. And after the three-point shot by Yusuke Yamagishi, he's a junior, 21 years old, standing 6'2", weighing 187 pounds. Wow, my apology, he's just 20 years old. And boy, he plays like a veteran.
He definitely has the build and the look for it.
It's 40-25. Let's see, how will JRU... Oh, there's a foul called. Salvador was fouled, and Rooney was called for that foul. And like what you said, Coach, this might be the opportunity for JRU to come back by using the Tokai University's status right now of being under the penalty. In the penalty, rather.
You have 5 minutes. You know, if you can get stops and grind out stops and, get the defense in a compromising position where they're unable to, to close out or guard correctly, you can eat away at this lead. If they can find a way to get within, 9 points, 8-9 points by the end of this quarter, I think they're in a decent position.
And those 2 free throws from Sean Salvador was his first 2 points in this game. So apparently, the defense of Tokai University was able to somehow held Salvador down to his average, because usually he lights it up early on, but right now he has just scored 2 points, and both have come from the free throws. Rooney has the basketball. He gets it to Asahi. Asahi drives. He tries to slam it, but no go. And Mustafa with the basket.
There is your offensive rebounding for you. If they continue to do that, it's going to be hard for JRU to mount a comeback. You do all that work for 20+ seconds and you don't get the rebound. That's a tough way to play.
Definitely. And right now JRU on the offensive. Salvador, he can hit that three. 6 seconds to go. A switch. And look at the switch of Tokai University. And they were able to do that immediately. And now Rooney, he gets it. Oh, Nakagawa. My goodness.
That's fast going end to end. And that was a 2-on-1. It wasn't even like there were more defenders there. That's, it's going to be hard to mount a comeback if you're constantly having to play at a numbers disadvantage.
I feel it's just a matter of time before Nakagawa can slam it home, because those 2 baskets by Nakagawa are 2 attempts at the basket. It appears that he really wanted to slam it down.
Well, he certainly has the athleticism to do it. We'll have now with the zone, it might be a little bit tougher, but look at how the ball moves. They're going to get a great shot out of this.
And Mustafa underneath, but the JRU Heavy Bombers clogged the paint, and on the run right now is JRU. However, Castillo having problems with the leather. Mangubat, 14 seconds to shoot. He's being guarded by Rooney. 3:20 remaining. 9 seconds. Lawrence And there's a kick ball. So there's a reset of the shot clock to 14. 3 minutes, 18 seconds. And it appears that JRE is uncomfortable with the situation right now.
They are playing, I think, a style they don't want to play. They're not expecting this kind of ball pressure and the ability of these guards to be able to actually steal the ball, off of a one-on-one kind of situation. They have to regroup at some level and regain their poise. Hopefully, the zone defense will help them do that.
And right now, that was a great pass by Mangubat to Castillo. Rooney has it. 9 seconds to shoot. Rooney, no good. And the ball will go back to JRU. Oh, it was going back to Tokai University. And officials will now check on the replay. They wanted to make it sure after JRU head coach Nani Ipondulan questioned that call. He wanted to make sure that he said that the ball is ours. He didn't touch it. But, of course, Tokai University said that it should be ours. So the referees right now are going to the replay center to watch that last play.
Well, you just got to love the competitive nature of both teams. Every possession for them is important, especially for JRU that has to, sort of claw their way out of the hole that they found themselves in. It shows that they're still fighting, yes, and that there's still some urgency to what they're doing. This is not an insurmountable lead where they can't come back. They just have to be a little bit smarter, be able to play with more poise, better poise, in order to maximize the possessions they have. But if you ask me, this has really become a game of the guards. The guards for Tokai have really, just taken control of this game, and the JRU guards have to find a way to reestablish themselves. Because if you're talking about Salvador, like only 2 points off of free throws, Jalen hasn't scored. Manuba that's had, I think, the 3 on the wing. Mm-hmm. So they have to find a way to reassert themselves.
So far, so good for the Tokai University. They were led by their point guards, Osaki, Rooney, and Todoroki. And Todoroki has not been playing that much in this first half. So right now, Tokai has the advantage. 15-point lead, 2:39 remaining. Let's see, Salvador, swish! Oh, but the official said Salvador stepped on the line.
Well, speak of the devil.
Oh, yes.
Right? These guys have to make their presence felt. That's how you do it. Let's hit some shots.
And Mustafa underneath. Wow.
Ball movement, ceiling on the high-low. That's good basketball.
And, of course, Mustafa is a junior at 6'10". Wow.
He's got great feet. He's got solid hands. He knows how to establish himself in the post. I can understand why he's a valued member of the team.
Oh, a miscommunication there for JRU. But Lawrence Mangubat is pleading his case to the officials that one of his players or teammates were held down by the defense, and no call was made. But of course, the officials said that there was no foul on that situation. 46-31, 1:53 remaining. Action resumes right now as Watanabe is in the game. Let's see. 3-point shot, no good. Scramble for the ball. Wow, look at Mangubat.
He's playing with some fire and some feistiness. If you're a JRU fan, that's what you want to see. You want to see your guys sort of putting their nose in the business of the scrums on the floor and trying to get the ball. So, he's showing the true fighting spirit of the Filipino.
I gotta love, everyone's gotta love how Mangubat is playing. He plays with passion. He's scored already 8 points under his name.
And his teammates will have to follow his lead. He's going to need a lot of help. They're still down by double digits. That the first 3 minutes of that third quarter is going to be crucial for JRU to mount a comeback. So we'll have to see how that all plays out.
46-33, 13-point lead. Tokai University, Seagulls on top. Watanabe, he gets it to Todoroki. Watanabe has it. He gets it to Asahi. He drives, no good. Mustafa trying to score, but fortunately for them, they will retain the possession with 1:18 remaining. Fresh 14 on the shot clock. So let's see, 46-13 or 46-33, 13-point lead. Todoroki, his pass almost turnover for Tokai. Todoroki back to Watanabe. Watanabe for the three. No good. And last touch by Sato.
Even though that shot was missed, I think it's still a concern that guy got a wide open three. There was no one within 10 feet of him, so that's something that Jerry will have to find a way to address in halftime.
You know, every time you have this match against a Korean or Japanese team, that is a concern. when you leave someone open for the three.
Yes.
And right now, a miss by Salvador. Here comes Todoroki. Todoroki uses the Mustafa pick. Todoroki misses that one. Sky high for the board is Lozano. Here comes Jalen. He drives, and there is a foul.
Leave it to Jalen to try to will his way to the basket. You know, there's one thing I'd like to mention, Kiko. I mean, for anybody who's out there watching who's a coach or a young player, you know, if JRU goes back into their press, watch Tokai and the way they break the press. All of their players are ready to catch the ball. They're all looking. They're all, they're allowing the guy who has the ball to have options who to pass to. And then when they're running in transition, they're running wide, and their shooters are hands up, shot ready to catch. So, I mean, that's something that I think is a lesson that, we can learn from these guys. Just always be ready to catch the ball.
Definitely. Actually, this global invitation is a win-win for both squads, for the visiting Tokai and, of course, the Philippine collegiate teams, because they will be able to, open their eyes to another option in playing basketball. 26 seconds remaining. Watanabe gets it to Todoroki. Todoroki has been silent so far in the second quarter. Watanabe gets it inside. Oh, Sato wants the ball at the hands of Mustafa, but Mustafa was not ready for that one. And another chance for JRU to inch closer in this possession with 17.37 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Mangubat with a basketball is being guarded by Todoroki. A great challenge for Mangubat. He will test the defense of Rui. Mangubat, he drives past Mustafa. Lozano. Oh, a block! A block! Oh! Will that count? They will now review. But of course, on JRU's side, Coach Nani Pundulan is arguing that there was a foul on Lozano. Well, on my perspective, looking at that, it appears that there was a foul.
If you're talking about contact, it looked like the contact happened after the shot was released.
After the shot,
so,
yes.
For me, it didn't impact the shot, so probably doesn't rise to the level of a foul. But even if that's the case, you have to run back on defense, and you have to, you're not going to get every call. And even if you think the calls aren't going your way, you really have to find a way to move past it.
I gotta agree. That action that happened, that contact happened after that shot. That's why the officials didn't call.
I would think.
Yes.
I can't read their mind, but that's what I would think.
And ladies and gentlemen, after that review, ladies and gentlemen, mga kaliga, no count. Basket does not count. And the score is at 46-35 after 20 minutes of action. We'll be back here in the Pinoyliga Global Invitationals Cup, presented by the Shawarma Shack.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Only projects, plans, play, games. With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Di abot ang data! GG bro! Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
What's up mga kaliga? Kasama ko ngayon si Coach Garcia ng JRU Heavy Bombers. Coach, syempre ngayon down kayo at halftime. Ano po ang mga halftime adjustments na gagawin ng team para makakomeback po kayo sa second half?
Siguro kailangan lang namin masabay na physicality nila and yung offense namin. Less turnovers lang. Tapos keep on competing lang kasi physical din sila.
Sa mindset naman ng team coach, ano po ang gusto mong makita sa Heavy Bombers?
Right lang, keep on competing lang kasi sa lineup, sa man-to-man underdog talaga kami, malalaki sila, maliliit kami. Siguro i-out-hustle lang namin sila para may chance kami manalo.
Ayan coach, ngayon may opportunity ka na magpasalamat lang ang gusto mong batiin.
Gusto lang ko lang magpasalamat kay Boss JB Bernos and sa buong JRU community. Keep on supporting us sa mga upcoming games namin. Thank you.
Maraming salamat po coach. Mga kaliga, stay tuned because the Pinoyliga Global Invitations Cup will be right back. Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Only projects, plans, play, games. With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Di abot ang data! GG bro! Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
taon ka nagtrabaho sa ibang bansa, pero ngayon, ikaw na ang boss. Sineselebrate natin ang inyong retirement at ngayon, ikaw na ang boss. New beginnings, new independence. Dahil ngayon, ikaw na ang boss. Kung ready ka na maging boss, ready ka nang kasama ang Shawarma Shack. Daan-daang franchisees across the country ang tagumpay sa pagiging boss. Through the Shawarma Shack franchising system, step-by-step namin kayong tutulungan. That's why Shawarma Shack is now the biggest shawarma chain in the country. Gusto namin tagumpay ka. Gusto namin, ikaw na ang boss. Masaya ka bonding sa inyong tagumpay. Please, umuulan!
Di mo tayo makakabenta!
Yes!
Don't worry! Be Only with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now!
We started ang family business talaga namin. Talaga sari-sari store ang negosyo namin. So sa sari-sari store namin, same building, meron kaming on the side na dress shop. Yan ang sabi ni Mama. Dress shop, hindi pa to sports. I mean, nagagawa lang kami, nagre-repair lang kami ng mga damit. From there, may pumunta sa kanyang friend or client na nagpagawa ng parang how many pieces of t-shirts. So from there, yung makina niya, kaya naman gawin yung shirt, doon na nag-start yung paggawa niya ng uniforms. Kung paano yung sinimulan ni Mama, siguro yun pa rin naman yung nararamdaman namin. Pero in a different perspective na. Talagang pag nanood ngayon tayo ng TV, when we watch yung different sports, kunyari nanood tayo ng basketball, makikita natin yung PBA. Pag nanood tayo ng volleyball, makikita natin yung LGR. Iba na yung pakiramdam na yung brand is overall, nakikita na lahat.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Kiko Maligdam along with Coach Russell Raipon and Aliyah Fideliaga as we take a look at the halftime stats in this game. We can see that Tokai University is leading by 11 points, but they do have the advantage in assists and steals department. Take a look at the defense of that one. And of course, the top scorers, Nakagawa with 11, Asahi with 7, Yamagishi with 6. While for the JRU, we have Mangubat with 9, Garcia, and Salvador with 4. What can you say about the first half based on the halftime stats?
Well, if
Coach?
you're looking at this, Kiko, the 12-2 steal advantage, the plus 10 in steals means that Tokai has 10 additional possessions, chances to score. That can account a lot for the the 11-point lead. And when you look at the steals, a lot of them were live ball, right?
Yes.
So it wasn't like the ball was deflected out of bounds. They were stealing. They were getting cookies from the ball handler, and then going in transition and making layups. So I mean, all of that, plays into easy baskets, getting back on defense right away, and that's what gets you that 11-point lead.
And of course, it's interesting to see the shot, the percentage. We have to know the percentage and also the number of turnovers.
That's the name of the game, right? When you look at good basketball, you're going to have more possessions than your opponent, and you're probably going to shoot more easy shots. So a larger number of easy shots, which allows you to get back on defense, right? You always want to play 5-on-5 when you're a defender, and when you're on offense, you always want to play with an advantage, numbers advantage. So missed shot, and now they're in transition into their early offense. Let's see if they get a good shot.
And right now, here comes the Tokai University, Rooney. His pass to Yamagaishi was stolen. Salvador drives, makes the basket, and it's good. And Sean Salvador opens the third quarter with a basket. In the first half, JRU scored 18 and 17, while for Tokai, they scored 25 and 21. They reached the 20-plus marker in each quarter, while JRU is having a hard time.
Well, when you're giving up close to 50 points and a half, that sort of sends a message that your defense isn't necessarily playing on all cylinders. So they're going to have to find a way to, keep Tokai under a 20-point quarter.
Meanwhile, a three-point shot short on that one Oh, look at the rebound scramble. And Tokai and Yamagishi were both entangled, refused to release or let go of the ball. But of course, its possession arrow goes to Tokai University. 9:03 remaining. 14 seconds in the shot clock. So let's see what will the Seagulls do here. As Lozano is guarding tightly on Mustafa. And a miss there. Great rebound by Jubilia. 8:52 remaining. Let's see what will the offense or where will JRU go in the offense. Look at the ball movement right now. Lozano. He sees Salvador. 3.
So what did we see, Kiko? 2 stops and 2 baskets by Salvador, right?
Yes.
I mean, that is the secret sauce, the formula for playing good basketball. Now maybe Salvador, seeing 5 points go in, loosens up a little bit, and they can count on him to get more points.
And now Tokai University feeling the pressure by the JRU as we take a look at the shacking play of the game by the Shawarma Shack. What a pass by Lozano to Salvador. 5 points for Sean already. He just proved in the previous NCAA season that he's a gunslinger. And right now, he's proving to everyone that that season was no fluke as his 3 couldn't find the bottom of the rim. And look at this. 10 seconds to shoot. Salvador against Mustafa. Salvador! No good. Oh, look at Lozano. Oh, that was Jubilia who was able to get that board.
Now look what we've gotten. We've gotten like 3 stops and 3 scores. This is how you get back into a game. Not basket at a time, stop at a time.
But Yamagishi said it's not yet done as Tokai meanwhile was caught red-handed there. And things are getting chippy there between both squads. So let's see. I guess it's between Asahi and Tokai.
Cultural exchange, not necessarily knowing the rules of how things work in the Philippines, even though this is a FIBA.
And Jubilia trying to be the peacekeeper.
Oh, I don't. Let's be real. I don't think that was him trying to be a peacemaker. That's him trying to start stuff. we're not. I don't believe in like sugarcoating anything.
But officials right now will try to check on the replay to get the bottom of this. Yeah, to get the bottom of this right now. 7:22 remaining.
Now I'm going to say this, and I might not. I don't want this to offend anybody, but like the way JRU was playing was perfect. Play with intensity on defense and then get easy buckets. Now, if you start playing mind games with this Tokai team, don't be surprised if they respond in kind and they start like amplifying the pressure. Now, what have you done to your team? You've been playing well, but now you've given the other team a reason to start, pushing back and playing at a higher level. I don't know if JRU wants to poke the beast. And I might be wrong. I picked them to win the game, so I don't, I just,
you've been doing a lot of time.
Yeah, you've been doing your job. Let's play basketball.
So let's see what will be the final decision on this matter. 7-point lead. So the officials are here right now. So let's listen to the official announcement. for the official announcement. As I
Waiting
believe there's a technical foul call on one of the coaches.
For stepping onto the floor. Yeah, that's fair.
Well, that's fair, I think.
Yeah. Not supposed to do that.
Yes, a technical foul on Tokai University assistant coach for entering the court. So Sean Salvador will be going to the 15-foot line to take that technical free throw. And right now, while Sean is taking that free throw, we'll listen to Aliyah for some updates.
Play, out-hustle, and compete. That is the goal of the Heavy Bombers in the second half. GRU may be the underdogs, but they have a chip on their shoulders and the hunger to overcome every obstacle that comes their way. And sometimes, that's all you need to bring home a victory. Back to you, Kiko.
Thank you so much. And right now, there's some fire in the eyes of JRU as another turnover by the Tokai University. Another opportunity for the JRU Heavy Bombers to score and cut to the lead as Sobilia missing on that one. Rebound by Yamagishi. And now, here comes Osaki. Back to Rooney. Let's see. Oh, top of the key three from Osaki. No good. A tap there by Ota. Oh, a three-point shot missed by Yamagishi. On the run is Garcia. Lozano inside. Oh, undergo basket. No good by Mobilia. And now Rooney on the run. Rooney for the three. Swish! My goodness.
You gotta love the sport of basketball, Kiko. The swings can be so drastic from play to play. It's a good game, though. You just gotta love the fight in both teams. No one's, giving any quarter at this point.
Here it comes. Oh, what a move! What a move by Chris Sobilia there. 4 points in this quarter alone. Total of 8 in the game for Chris already. 52-44, 8-point lead.
As a highly recognized talent on this team, Chris has to assert himself. He has to have an imprint on this team fast.
But then Osaki buries that three-point shot. All of the points of Tokai in this quarter have come from the three-point zone. All of the points.
I keep on using to forget my signature call there. Next one. Yes. I'm going to say it.
I'll just give you some space to say that word.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, Garcia loses that one. Here comes Tokai University. Rooney, he passes it. Almost a three-pointer. Let's see, Rooney.
Bang, bang!
Oh, yes!
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Thank you, Kiko. I appreciate the cue there.
58-44. Wow, look at that. Rooney. He has been hit several times in this game.
That's back-to-back.
Back-to-back three. All of the points of Tokai University Seagulls have come from the three-point zone in this third quarter. We'll be back here in the Pinoyliga Global Invitationals.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
And ladies and gentlemen, you will see right now the rebound of the game brought to you by LGR. Chris Sobilia cleaning the boards, making that basket. 5:02 remaining, 58-44. I guess, Coach Russ, you were saying earlier, they played the tough defense for JRU, and now Tokai University is responding.
Yes, and good teams will do that. Just like I think JRU is going to respond after this timeout. They're gonna make a run. They're gonna make some adjustments. But the one thing that I think is tough, Kiko, in this zone, you really have to connect to shooters. If you don't know or are not aware of where shooters are on the floor, that's when a guy like number 10, Rooney, is going to hit 2 threes in a row.
Oh yes. The problem with Tokai is they do have a lot of three-pointers. So, three-point shooters, so that would be a problem. But then, JRU counters it with Jay Garupil hitting that three-pointer. It's 58-47. Here comes Todoroki, and there's a foul called on Mangubat after his arm got tangled with number 17, Yokoyama.
One of the things that, when you think about the shot that was hit by JRU in this previous possession, it was a three-pointer. It looked great. It hit, but they had to work really hard to get it.
Oh, another three by Osaki. Oh, my goodness. All of the points. All of the points. They have hit 5 three-pointers in this quarter by Tokai. 61-47.
And how easy do those threes look, Kiko? They look like step-in threes, right?
Yes.
The defense is chasing them. That's not the shots that JRU is getting. Other than that, see.
Oh, Lawrence Mangubat says, "Me too. I want a share of that three-point party." Look at that. And there is a foul called. 3:53 as the JRU Heavy Bombers coaching staff is pleading their case, saying that there was a push on, I believe that's Salvador, or was it on Garcia?
Salvador.
So here we go. So let's see. And Garupil is sticking close to Todoroki. Oh, what a tough shot there. But he grabs his own miss after those tap. Todoroki fakes. Oh, what a pass. A three. Oh, my.
Bang, bang.
Yes, sir. 64-50. And that was Yamagishi with the three-pointer.
Oh, my goodness. It's a three-point barrage. Oh, my goodness. Like they have so many snipers on the floor, Kiko. It's hard to mark everybody.
Oh, yes. Again, all of their points have come from the three-point zone. They have not yet made a two-pointer. And look at that. Quick pass. Another layup. Back-to-back basket.
There's your two-pointer, Kiko.
Oh, yes.
On the break.
66-50. 2:54 remaining. And what a way to respond by Tokai University to a physical defense by JRU. But JRU refuses to fold up. They are still hanging on and fighting. Let's see. Oh, what a move. But air ball. But Lawrence Mangubat. You gotta love the heart of this player.
Yeah, he's an impressive guy. He's the kind of guy to want on my team for sure.
Definitely. He's this type of person who will never give up on every possession.
Right. But if you look at that possession, Kiko, how hard did Hubilia have to work to get that contested shot off? He dribbled from one wing through the key to the other short corner and still had a contested shot he had to take. Wow. That's just a really good defense on the part of Tokai.
As Mangubat makes the first free throw, you gotta love how Tokai, the player, moves, because it appears that they're at ease with each other. There's small movements, but then they get themselves free for the three.
Oh, for sure. Yesterday, my initial thought with Tokai is that they look like they're in mid-season form. Yeah. They look like they are primed for their collegiate league, and they're ready to compete at a high level. That's the way that they compose themselves and the way they get shots, the way they defend.
Traveling is called there on Watanabe. He took extra step. And now the ball will go to JRU with 2:11 remaining. And right now, JRU has already 3 fouls, while Tokai has only 1 team foul.
They played a clean quarter thus far,
Yes.
Kiko.
As Jalen missing that one, rebound by Sato.
A contested shot. on the part of JRU.
A miss there by number 12. That's Togairi. And now JRU is on the run. And look at that. A miss, a sorry miss by Lozano. Meanwhile, Todoroki. Look at that.
They're seeing shadows of defenders that aren't there.
Watanabe, 15-footer, no good. Watanabe grabs his own miss after a tap by Sato. Look at the movement of the players. 6 seconds to shoot. A three-pointer. Wow!
Bang, bang!
Oh, yes, sir. A three-pointer by Togairi. All of the points, most of the points, let's say 95% of the points of Tokai in this quarter have come from the three-point zone. And there is a foul as the Tokai bench are up in arms saying that there was a push on the part of JRU.
Well, Jalen's trying to create space. The defender took up the space in his bubble, and sometimes bad things happen when that occurs. So, that's part of the game. Got to move on to the next play.
Here comes Manguba, 12 seconds to shoot. Less than a minute remaining. Created some space against Sato. Oh, what a move. Manguba, oh my goodness. Manguba at 6 points in this quarter. 40 seconds remaining. Oh, Osaki, Sato, Watanabe. Shot, no good. Miscommunication between Lozano and Garupil as they both went for the ball. And fortunate thing for Tokai, they will retain the possession with 13 seconds to shoot. And right now, let's see. Oh! And Garupil was not ready for that one. He was surprised at that play, and Togairi will go to the line for 2 freebies.
Sort of tough. I mean, you see the referee, the official, give the ball to the inbounder. You just gotta be alert at that point.
Oh yes, as Togairi making that first free throw. Sorry, Togairi, 4 points in this quarter. 29.46 seconds remaining. 17-point lead. Still a lot of time to go, especially we still have 1 quarter for us.
Yeah, and if you look at the score, Tokai has definitely scored more than 20 points this quarter. So again, the defense has a lot to be desired, but you're playing against a team that is well prepared to handle the kind of pressure that JRU is trying to enforce on the defensive end.
Oh, here comes Jalen. Jalen shot, no good. As there was a foul called, I believe on number 20. That's Kambe.
Yeah, push on the rebound, trying to fight for the ball.
That was a wise move from Lozano. He immediately went up.
Sometimes you got to have that veteran savvy.
Yes.
But again, Jalen had to shoot a very contested shot. That's a great defense on the part of Tokai.
Mangubat, fourth shot, and there was a foul called, and they could not. Tokai University could not believe that one. And you got to laud the efforts of Coach Irino, Takayuki Irino. He's trying to calm everyone because he knows his team is up.
Right. I think that especially at this point in the game, you don't want to put your team in jeopardy and allow the opposing team to get some momentum at the close of the quarter.
Yes.
But you just have to know if you're watching or if you're on the Tokai bench, you got to know that Magubat is going to attack the basket. If he has the ball, he's going to try to shoot it. He's going to try to create an opportunity. So you can't be surprised.
And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, after this quarter, the score is 71-55. It has been raining threes for Tokai University Seagulls. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back after a short break.
and more. Load now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Fourth and final quarter here. Tokai University Seagulls up 71-55. Kiko Maligam along with Coach Russell Raipon and Aliyah Padiliaga here in ENDERUN Gymnasium for this matchup between Tokai University Seagulls and JRU Heavy Bombers. In that quarter, let's just break down the quarter scores per quarter for the first three. Tokai University scored 25, 21, and 25 points. While for JRU, they scored 18, 17, with just when we thought that JRU had the upper hand, Tokai University unleashed a barrage.
It's a textbook case of, good teams responding. If you're a basketball player at the juniors level or the college level, or if you're a coach, you should watch that third quarter and watch both teams that are battling and scraping and scrapping for possessions, and watch how both teams play. It's impressive. This is really good basketball. Even though there's a large margin, both guys, both teams are going as hard as they can.
And there is a foul called, but Tokai University is pleading their case. But I believe there was a foul call before the traveling. They are requesting for
From this angle, definitely looked like the ball defender had his hands on the ball as number 10 was trying to create a play. He picked up his dribble already. So if there's a foul, there might have been.
Let's take a look at it.
That's why I don't like being a ref. Ooh.
Tough call there.
Yeah, I don't see a foul there. I don't, but again, I'm not.
Yeah, but it has a different angle here.
Exactly.
So right now, the official said the foul happened before the attempt. So let's see. Here comes Salvador. He missed that one.
Kickball.
Ball, ladies and gentlemen. So ball will go to JRU. They are down by 16 points right now. So for Tokai, what do you think should they do to preserve this?
Well, I don't think you can
preserve this game, their lead.
I don't think you can be passive. You have to keep on playing the way you've been playing the entire game. You can opt to try to bleed the clock a little bit and play possession game, but if JRU is going to force you to play fast because of the pressure they're going to try to put on the ball, so you just got to be poised. Be poised, no live ball turnovers, make JRU shoot contested shots, and you should be able to maintain the lead.
Now for JRU, what should they do?
They need to get more possessions. If the last quarter was 25-20 in terms of scoring output, your 20 means you're scoring, but you need to get the ball more time than Tokai has. So amping the pressure up, trapping maybe, creating turnovers is going to be your what you need to do in order to get the ball more times.
Sato, meanwhile, adds to the woes of JRU after that great shot there. Sato's last scored in the first quarter, and now he just scored in the fourth quarter, the first one in the fourth quarter. So, this is a dangerous Tokai University because anyone can box out.
Yes. On any team, if you have a team that has multiple guys that need to be guarded, it definitely puts the defense at a disadvantage. But playing good team basketball, communicating, being able to play 5 guys guarding the ball, a primary ball handler, and 4 support defenders, that should at least keep you out of a disadvantage. You're always playing, at least even with the opposing team.
And Lozano missing that first free throw. Let's see. I love how this Mr. Lozano plays. He plays with full of passion and energy. Which, and sometimes he plays the number 5 position. And look at that! A layup by Justin Lozano. So 3 straight points for JRU. But look at Tokai. Break that one. Oh, what a great block there. I believe that was also by Justin Lozano, or was it Panapanaan? And then basket is scored by Sean Salvador. And don't look now, the lead is down to 13. And now let's go to Aliyah Padilyaga for some updates.
So let's see if the Seagulls can soar to victory and bring home another W.
Thank you so much, Aliyah, for that one. And what did I notice? Seldom I see the Tokai University call it now.
No, I mean, they haven't really had an opportunity to need to call one. They've been able to, based off of their rotations, substitutions, and just their wherewithal and an awareness of the game, they're able to adjust in the middle of action. So again, that's an advantage for a team if they can do that.
So let's see. They have the possession right now. They give it to number 7. That is Asahi. And now number 20. That's Kambe. They have to make the shot. 3 seconds remaining. Oh, missed that one. And now they will retain the possession. Wow. 14 seconds, 7:21 remaining. And the 5 on the floor that we see is Osaki. And then number 7, that's Asahi. And right now, Yokoyama is entering the game along with Ota. Wow, so look at that. Here comes Asahi. Todoroki has not played a lot of time here. 4 seconds. Oh, what a pass. They're looking for that extra pass. But then they miss. And Coach Nani wants his players to go and run. 7 minutes remaining. 13-point lead. Still a lot of time. Here comes Lawrence. Pop out is Yuri. Uh-oh. Oh, look at the hustle of both squads.
You gotta love the intensity of both teams, and it looks like JRU has upped the engagement and intensity in the defense. This is why they've made a quiet little run here. Let's see if they can get it under 10 with 5 minutes left. That definitely gives them a chance to make a case for winning this game, or at least tying the game.
And now Coach Nani has deployed Robilia and Garcia. Now this is a dangerous 5 for JRU. But then Salvador gets, goes back to the bench. So the only shooter that I see right now is Garcia here.
Yeah, but they may be saving Salvador for the last parts of the game.
Oh, look at that hassle. And Chris Obilia, I feel that he will be more dangerous once he develops his outside shooting. Because right now, what I see, his long point is he likes to slash the basket.
He has to be a legitimate 3-level scorer. Right now, a lot of teams are playing him for the drive, which is the right thing to do. The great thing about him is even if he misses a shot, the one strength he does have is he's able to offensive rebound. He's athletic and strong, so he can sort of mask that challenge for him. But if he develops that mid-range pull-up and then 3, he'll be a very dangerous player.
Especially once he goes to the pro ranks, he will need that one.
He will definitely need it, yeah.
73-62, 6:30 remaining. Pressure is on as they're just down by 11 points after the 2 free throws by Panapanaan. And there is a foul called as Kawi Asahi was fouled. Asahi has not yet scored in the second half after scoring 7 in the first.
This is the counter, I think, for Tokai. When you talk about, making the adjustment, I think they're really trying to attack the basket, even though JRU has some really good perimeter defenders on the floor. Tokai's deciding that they need to force the issue a little bit to see if they can create some fouls as we come to the end of this game.
And the officials will review the previous play right now, as there is something that Coach Irino is trying to plead the case, or there is something that he needs clarification, as both squads are in the huddle right now. 6:18 remaining, an 11-point lead. So far, Tokai has only scored 2 points, while the JRU Heavy Bombers have scored 7 already in this game.
Well, they made it a point to really focus in on getting stops and getting rebounds. That has allowed them to get some easy buckets or get buckets in rhythm. So, put those two together, now you're under, or you're hopefully getting close to being under double digits in terms of it being, having a deficit. And now, you start to put a little pressure on Tokai to have to take care of the ball, handle pressure, make good decisions, and you never know what's going to happen at that point.
Yeah, 6:18 remaining, as Tokai University, one of the favorites in the Japanese University League, has been champion 7 times. 2005, 2006, 2012, 2013, 2018, 2020, and 2022. Goes to show that they are a deep squad. They contend always. And of course, some of their key players, we all know, Yuki Kawamura, the two-way player from Chicago Bulls right now. Mm-hmm. And then Daiki Tanaka, he was a former national team player.
Oh, yes.
And Leo Vendrame, a former national team player also. So there are a lot of B-League players at this moment, and the largest number of pro basketball player.
Well, there's definitely a pedigree and a tradition of winning basketball with Tokai. That's something that I'm sure these players are trying to build upon.
Unsportsmanlike foul on Chris Obilia. So, excessive contact.
Well, it's so hard in a game like this. Sometimes you have to temper your emotions and the force and vigor and effort you're playing with. It can spill over, but at this point they can't worry about that. They have to worry about getting another stop, and because Tokai gets the possession back.
And the last time that there's some controversy that happened on the court between these two squads, Tokai unleashed a run.
Yes, and that's a veteran team that knows how to win.
So let's see. Wow, back to back. 3 straight points for Yokoyama.
Yeah, I think they're here. I think they're ready to play.
And of course, 6 minutes remaining. Duque with a basketball. He gives it to Obilia. Expect a drive from him. But he gives the ball up. Jalen has it. Jalen, step back. Oh, there's a foul. Great move by Jalen.
Great move by Jalen. They bled a lot of clock on that possession. Don't know if they have the time to do that at this point. But one thing for coaches out there that are watching, when you watch Tokai play defense, they are denying the passing lanes. So for me, that says that they believe so much in the ball defender that they know that they're going to be able to contain the ball. They're going to take away passing lanes. we rarely see that anymore in defensive basketball. It's basically playing against the drive, so you play in the gaps, but Tokai does not play that way. And I think it's something that,
Surprisingly, Tokai has only scored 5 points, and we're nearing halfway mark of this quarter. 7 seconds. Osaki, he has the ball. Osaki drives. Ooh! What a move there!
You gotta love it if you have a guy on your team that can create their own shot, especially with a short clock, and they just get a
steal.
turnover.
And my goodness, Yamagishi with a basket. This Tokai team, what I noticed is they have the ability to respond when their backs are on the wall.
Well, when you just a couple minutes ago rattled off all the years that they've won a championship, that's basically championship pedigree. That is understanding the moment you're in and being fully focused in the moment and try to do your job as best as possible. And, you look at how they celebrated that steal and bucket, these guys are feeling themselves a little bit, which they should. Now it's going to be up to them to respond, because you got to figure Coach Nani's getting these guys ready, his boys ready and rearing to go, and they're going to make a response. They're going to have a response to the run that Tokai has just unleashed on them. So, this is why basketball for me is the greatest sport, because the swings can be so drastic and so violent in between possessions.
And we're checking on the number of points scored per quarter. Initially, JRU has scored already 9 points in this quarter, but then immediately Tokai was able to score consecutively, and now we're back to square one for JRU because both teams have scored 9 points. So all the advantage that JRU had at the beginning, was immediately nullified by the uprising of Tokai.
Correct.
And right now, it's 80-64. Garupil being guarded by Yamagaishi. Halfway through, Lozano. He gets it to Mangubat. Mangubat stops, takes a shot. No good. Wow, sky high for the board. That's Panapanaan, and a forced shot there from Salvador. They should have, regrouped there. But let's see. Asahi. And there's a foul.
Any game's going to have their runs from both teams. Just a matter of who can weather the runs of the opposing team the best.
Oh, there's an offensive foul called on Asahi, not on Mangubat. Offensive foul. 4:23 remaining, 80-64. So let's see. Officials are on top of this as they are calling it tightly, refusing any too physical on both squads. As Osaki with the ball, he gets it to Yokoyama, and now the ball is with Yamagishi. Back to Asahi. He drives for the three. No good. Sky high for the board is Salvador. And now Garupil is on the run. 3:50 remaining. Lozano misses that one. And look at the hustle by Panapanaan.
Gotta love that. Gotta love that.
3:41 remaining. Mangubat drives, and there's a foul. You would be expecting that Mangubat will be fishing for that foul.
Well, I mean, he got the ball in a great position. He was at the top of the key, isolated one-on-one. For most people, that's going to be, or for most people watching that play, the offense has the advantage at that point. And Lawrence is great at attacking.
And surprisingly, Tokai is, has not yet fielded in rookie Rui Todoroki, their main guard. their main player, the one that I was telling you that have played 13 games in B-League.
Right, right.
He was the best player yesterday, and he hasn't played in this fourth quarter.
Oh, you know, we haven't seen Rooney either, have we?
Oh yes,
We haven't seen Rooney.
yeah. Rooney last played in the third quarter, and that was the first 2 points by Lawrence Mangubat. He has a total of 10 in the half in the second half. Let's see how will Tokai respond to this. A three-pointer. Oh my!
Bang bang!
Yes, sir! Yokoyama with a three. 83-66. I just feel that any player that Coach Irino fills in can contribute immediately.
It's a luxury for a coach to have a team like that.
So let's see. Salvador for the three. No good. Rebound by number 17, Yokoyama, after hitting that three-pointer. And on the run, oh, my goodness. That would have brought the house down if that went in.
Oh, definitely.
Meanwhile, Lawrence, he drives, and he just showed everyone how to lay it up.
Well, you know, you look at JRU right now. The main guys are on the floor, and they're the ones getting the shots. You know, Salvador, Mangubat. That's what you want.
Yokoyama for another three, no good. Rebound by Osaki. They will regroup. 12 seconds. 2:09 remaining. Here comes Watanabe. Watanabe. Ooh, what a pass for the three. Boom!
Bang! Bang!
Oh my goodness.
That's impressive, Kiko. I don't know what to say. I mean,
and timeout is called. You gotta see that. You know, that play deserves another replay. You know, it came
behind
from
left-handed behind the back, right?
My goodness.
That's called ball control.
We should have a collection of those terrific plays. My goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, timeout is called. We'll be back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Kiko Malikdam, Coach Russell Raipon. Welcome back, Kiko Malikdam, Coach Russell Raipon, and Aliyah Fideliaga. And we are in the twilight zone. Oh, Salvador gets it to Hobilia, floater. No good. He has had a bad game right now. Chris Hobilia has only scored 8 points.
You got to believe, Kiko, that the Tokai defense has been focused on making Hobilia have to shoot contested shots.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it can't be all just him missing. I think probably the defense has a great deal to do with that. So we got to give the credit to Tokai's defense with regards to being able to bottle up Hobilia for this entire game.
And let's see if Coach Nani Ipundulan still has a lot of tricks in his sleeves. So let's see. With 1:46 remaining.
You know, at the end of the day, Kiko, I think as a coach, you just want to see your team compete. Compete. You know, let's not play outside of our sides. Let's just try to, you know, make things happen. Just like that.
Oh, what a move there. Step back by Jalen Garcia. And a foul is called on Yokoyama.
You know, the one thing to point out, I think, Kiko, even, you know, despite the score, despite the hard-fought nature of this game, you can see there's a lot of respect between both the Tokai players and the JRU players. I think they both appreciate the fact that they're playing hard, they're not giving in, and you know, it's a good thing to see. You want to be able to appreciate good basketball wherever we can find it.
86-70. And Jalen scores that one. He's the top scorer for this team in this quarter. He has scored 5 in this quarter. And look at Watanabe. You know, Nakagawa was the leading scorer in the first half and has not played a lot of minutes in the second half. And look at this, Sobilia with her board, trying to find an opening. Will he go straight to the hoop? He does. Oh, what a move! What a move, but he couldn't buy the basket. And this is what you love with Sobilia. He never gives up on that basketball.
No, he is a fighter. He's going to contend for everything. You know, any basketball fan can appreciate the effort that JRU has demonstrated this entire game. You know, they have not conceded anything, and you wouldn't want that to happen.
And ladies and gentlemen, one of the few times that you know, we heard Tokai calling for timeout with 1 minute remaining, and we will hang on the air. And like what I said, it's a win-win solution, or win-win for both squads. Since for Tokai, they have experienced the Philippine basketball, a physical one, which they can bring to Japan. While for JRU, you know, it's another perspective for them. They know how, you know, the Japanese play, and it was a good eye-opener for them.
Oh, I think so. Anytime you play against a different style of basketball, you know, for a team and a coaching staff, it should really serve to inform, you know, how you yourself want to play. Sometimes when I think about contrasting styles and, you know, testing yourself against better competition, as a coach, you're trying to figure out whether or not your way works, right? So it's like this is a laboratory, and, you know, this is the test subject, and we're trying to figure out, does the way we play, does it hold up against other styles of play? And you know, that's the beauty of like the cultural exchange that basketball can be. It's a global game, and you know, both teams are playing hard, and it's you know, this is a good day. This is a good day for Filipino basketball, good day for Japanese basketball.
Something that every team should learn. As we see Garupil with a steal, Garcia with a layup. And right now, Garcia scored 7 in the fourth quarter, a total of 13 in the game, unofficially. As we see Ota, and they will review that play right now, as JRU believes that they didn't touch the ball, while Tokai said that the ball should remain on their side with 51 seconds remaining.
You know, these scrums at the end of the game, it's like, you know, you just don't, for me, you just don't want anyone to get hurt.
Yes.
You know, both teams are fighting, both teams are competing. You know, you just don't want anything unfortunate to happen. But, you know, I think cooler heads will prevail, and, you know, we'll have a you know, a good, solid finish to this game. I think it's, you know, if you spent the time online on YouTube to sit down and watch this game, I don't think I don't think you were disappointed.
Yeah.
If you're in the gym tonight, there's a nice fan contingent here. I don't think you're disappointed as well. Both teams, you know, came out to play today, and that's a good thing.
51 seconds remaining, 86-73, a 13-point lead. You know, you gotta love how JRU played, full of heart and emotions, but you gotta love how Tokai responded to every uprising by JRU.
Yes, 100%. 100%. This game for me is a story of runs and how well each team responded to the opposing team's run. You can say with all confidence that Tokai probably did the better job of handling the swings in the game better than JRU. But this is what this is all for. It's for learning.
And right now, officials have whistled something, and they will now try to review that play. as the Tokai University is pleading their case, saying it was excessive action on the part of JRU in that play. Good thing Coach Rino, the head coach of Tokai, is on top of the situation. He's reminding everyone, oops, you have to keep your cool.
Well, outside looking in, as it's under a minute. Tokai calls a timeout. That can be taken a lot of ways. JRU's already down. They want to get back in this game. I don't know if Tokai has any. If they could have put, given an opportunity for other guys on the team to play that they haven't gotten a lot of minutes. To sort of save the guys that are playing the majority of the rotation minutes. That way you avoid, guys getting hurt.
Yes.
But I'm not one to second guess a coach. I'm just sort of like outside looking in. That that's something to consider. But definitely that was a ill-advised foul, not in the spirit of the game. But at this point, I don't think it really concerns him whether that was a good play or not.
And it was an unsportsmanlike foul called. So 2 free throws was made by Hiroto Watanabe with 27 seconds remaining. As Osake will try to waste the time, 22 seconds. There's around 11 seconds difference from the game clock and shot clock. And there's a 3 seconds. And there is a 3-second violation called on Tokai University with 15 seconds remaining.
And interestingly enough, Kiko, Tokai's going into I thought they were going to go into a press. I guess not. Hubilia with a awkward screen, a back screen.
And that resulted to a turnover, that inbound pass. So the possession will go back to Tokai. 90-75. So there's a 1 second difference from the game clock and shot clock, 1.5 to be exact. But of course for Tokai, they should just waste this time. And of course, we heard Coach Nani, no more foul.
Well, this is how you make friends, make international friends. Let's play basketball.
Yes. They're just going to waste them time. With 7.6 seconds. And Hiroto Watanabe scored all of his points in the fourth quarter. He has a total of 4, make that 5 points already. And goes to show how deep this Tokai University, because some of their key players didn't play much or score much in the second half. 2 for 2.
But you think about that, it all added up to almost 100 points in the game, Kiko.
Yes.
Whether it's 4 points, 5 points, or 10 points, it all added up to almost 100 for the game. That's pretty good.
And final score, ladies and gentlemen, 92-75. A big victory for Tokai Seagulls. There's no redeem, but a second win for Tokai University.
Yes, and well-deserved, I think. They made the plays they needed to make in order to win the game. So kudos to Tokai, and obviously JRU, they are probably just in the place of trying to refine what they do so they can be a better team. So we look forward to seeing them on the court again and looking to see how much they've improved.
And right now, we will listen to the school hymn of the victorious Tokai University Seagulls, and later, JRU Heavy Bombers.
5 assists, Takuro Osaki.
Konnichiwa, basketball fans. Today I'm with our best player of the game, Takuro Osaki. So, of course, what a game. What do you think was the key to the win today?
今日の試合の勝ったコツっていうか、なぜ勝ったのかっていうのを説明してほしいです。まずオフェンスは、まず自分たちはディフェンスリバウンド、ルーズボールを、まず一番重きを置いててやってるんで、スコアぶらすことなくやることと、オフェンスはペイントタッチすることで、より、自分がアタックしたり、周りの味方を活かせると思うんで、オフェンスはペイントタッチを意識しました。Our team basically on defense, we try to do our best on defense, rebound, and all the loose balls, we try to dive and get the ball. And on offense, our team mostly focuses on touching the paint and kicking out, moving the ball, and attacking every chance we get.
Of course, the Filipino teams are learning a lot from you guys as an international team. What have you guys learned so far throughout this tournament?
今トーナメントで学んだことは何ですか？日本と比べて強度が高い中で自分たちのやることをぶらすことなくやり続けるだったり、フラストレーションをためずに冷静にプレーし続けたりするっていうのをここで学びました。Basically, we came from Japan, and in Japan, we have good defense, but the Filipinos really have a really tough defense, and what we mainly focused on is not being stressed, staying focused on what we have to do, and everyone doing what they have to do.
Alright, now you can give a shout out to whoever you guys want to thank.
ファンの方に挨拶をよろしくお願いします。いつも応援ありがとうございます。明日もしっかり勝ち切ります。応援よろしくお願いします。To the fans in Japan and also in Philippines, thank you for your support, and we'll try our best in the next tournament.
Arigato. Back to you guys, Kiko and Coach Russell.
Thank you so much, Aliyah, and congratulations to Takuro Osaki and also to Kawi Ashahi for being the interpreter for that one. And final score is 92-75, Tokai University Seagulls winning that match over JRU Heavy Bombers 92-75. It was a great game indeed. And next up is the UST Growling Tigers versus the Adamson Soaring Falcons here in the Pinoyliga Global Invitationals Cup.
With Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now!
Hindi aabot ang data! Nice!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Bitin na bitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Only projects, plans, play, games. With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Di abot ang data! GG bro! Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Sampung taon ka nagtrabaho sa ibang bansa, pero ngayon, ikaw na ang boss. Sineselebrate natin ang inyong retirement. At ngayon, ikaw